because there's no hormones being used in this case. And I want to start by saying the advantages and the disadvantages. I'll never cease using those words because in medicine, they usually accompany us advantages, disadvantages. So that's why I always find it fun using the word. So this is my calendar. Before opening it, let me just talk to you. My calendar used as a way of family planning. It is whereby you just enter your details after installing it from the Google Play Store. So you basically get it from the Google Play Store. Download it with your bundles. You can't download without bundles. And then install it in your phone. You go to the settings, enter your dates. Is your cycle 21 cycle? Are you a 21 day cycle, 28 or 35? And then is your period length 4 days, 5 up to 7? For us women, we have a cycle of course this is a woman thing, but also men, you need to know. So the advantage with this app is it is convenient, it is easy to use. There's no hormonal therapy being done here, so you won't feel pain, you won't feel like you're on drugs every day. No, you just put a reminder. It will be reminding you when you're ovulating, when you're having your periods, when you are good to go. And I mean good to go means when you just in that phase, you're not ovulating and you're not having your periods. So that's the advantage. Then another advantage is once you lose your phone and you happen to have backed up your information, retrieving another phone, getting another phone to be easier for you to retrieve your information. Isn't that not lovely, ladies and gentlemen? So let's just get started straight to the point. I'm going to tap this my calendar and open it and see. I decided to use my calendar, my information, so that I can be able to explain to you in simple ways. And it is also used to calculate when you're pregnant, the expected date of delivery. It will actually calculate for you. Once you just tap there, I'm pregnant, it will start counting for you for your 40 weeks. Remember, pregnancy is a 40-week thing. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm trying to open it. Oh my god. There is it. So let me just go back a bit to this is how my calendar looks like. Mine is telling me 12 days left, meaning my next cycle, which is in September, September is just few hours from, remember it's 10:26 p.m. Day 31st of August. So my periods are expected to start somewhere in September, 12 days from today. I don't know which date it will be, but it will actually notify me. It has your next period, next fertile. Down there you have calendar, log, chart, settings, add notes. And then up here on this bear thing, you have something written there, period starts. So if you are a first-time person using this calendar, this is how it goes. And this one should actually doing this for my younger sisters who are just fresh in campus. Maybe don't engage yourself into contraceptives too much. Remember, too much of contraceptives to your body, they can ruin your fertility. They can give you that partial infertility. In a way that you get married, you are so much into contraceptives, at the time you need a baby, it will be hard for you. That's when you start having issues with you or then husband. Remember, now you're protecting pregnancy from this boyfriend who might not even marry you. So please, play it smart, be smart, go in for the condoms or do this calendar method. It's actually non-hormonal. Nothing is required much. So if you're a first-time person, just click here the settings. You will have to enter. Oh, nice. Just look. Everything is indicated for you. Is your period length a 4 day, 5, 6, 7? Remember, it has even indicated for you. Bleeding usually lasts between 4 to 7 days. So if your period is a 4 day, it has indicated for you. If it's a 5 day, just tap there. 5, 6, yes. If it's a 4, 3, you see, it's quite easier to use. Then you just check there the tick bar. Is a cycle length 28 days? If it's 21 days, you have to edit there until it reaches to 21. You see, If it is a 35 day, you just edit. It's quite easier. I mean, this is the best family planning I've ever come across. Natural, no pain, no nothing. Ovulation and fertile. Ovulation usually takes place on the 14th day at the luteal phase. So this one has nothing like, it is on the 15th, 16th. No, it is just strictly on the 14th day. And once you start your period, be it you are a 21 day or a 35 day person, on the first day of your normal period, that is when your ovulation will start counting. So from that day one, count 14 days. To the 14th day is when you're having ovulation. So there's nothing like this person, I'm 21, I'm 35 day person. No. The only disadvantage with this calendar is that it cannot favor a person who's having like 2 cycles in a month, because it will be a bit hard for it to calculate the ovulation day. So also we have the way it is indicated pregnancy. If you happen to be pregnant on the 14th day, you decided to know, you and your partner decide like, I think this is the time we need a baby. Just tap there, I'm pregnant. And that should be after you've confirmed you are pregnant. Tap there and it will calculate for you. But for in the medical profession, calculating the EDD, you start from the first day of the last normal menstrual period. I'll show you by mine if at all it happened to be. So that is how the first time person starts working with the calendar method. So let's open the calendar method itself. It's just like these other the usual calendar, only that it has indicated for you the dates, everything, what is happening on such a date, and just follow it. If your cycle is regular 28, it will be fine on you. And also remember, when you've had pills in between here, maybe you are not sure if the days were favoring to you, if you are ovulating, if you are safe or unsafe, and then you just happen to take pills as a way of preventing that pregnancy, it will affect your cycle in a way. So the next month cycle, it might come a bit earlier or a bit later. When it comes a bit earlier, just edit again. Go back to the drawing board. Edit your information. Wait till the period starts. Remember here at the back, at the period starts. If your periods came earlier, just tap and then it will correct the other information. Failure to do that, it will continue with the old information that can mess you up, because you might not know. Maybe the day you are saying, maybe your periods came like 2 days before, 3 days, and then you're using the previous information. You see, it can mess you in the ovulation day. You reach that day like, I'm safe, and it listens, maybe you're not safe. So go back to the drawing board and then edit your information. And it's that simple. The disadvantage with this method is, as I said earlier, it cannot favor those people who are having like 2 cycles in a month, because it will be a bit hard to keep the record. And then it cannot work with people who are having mulika mwizi. Kama hauna smartphone, inaweza kuwa a bit tricky kwako, so itabidi umetafuta smartphone ama unaita touch screen ndio kidogo iwork na wewe vizuri. And for my younger sisters and my brothers and to everyone, if you are a woman who is not the type of a person who wants to use this family planning, don't force her. And at the end of the day, you want to marry her. Go in for this. Let's keep safe. And let's always have good morals. Please subscribe to my channel. Leave a notification bar. Click the notification bar. Give a comment. In case of anything, feel free to ask. I'm here.